Wealth is an attribute of God. In Vedic times, people wore a lot of jewelry made of gold, silver, and precious stones. We read the Mahabharata, let's say in those times. So the same in old Russian families, we saw how they were adorned, right? Beautifully. They wore all kinds of necklaces, rings, precious stones, gold. Embroidered garments, our culture. It's very good. You know, I will say one more thing about a businessman. His nature is not only to make money, but his main nature is that he sees values in society. Here, his mind is like this. He sees values, what is valuable, what has what value. So he can also be an expert in art, in music maybe, in clothes, in jewelry, in architecture. He will take a glance and immediately realize that this is valuable. He will see it immediately. The other guy won't notice, you know, but a businessman will. And he knows that this is where he can invest his money. This can be bought. He has not a house, but a museum. You know, art. That's a businessman. Interesting. And what does that have to do with spiritual development? Oh yes, beauty and spirituality are very close. Beauty is a value, of course. People will pay money for it, no doubt. Something beautiful is always in demand. Beautiful clothes, beautiful houses, beautiful art of some kind, beautiful painting, and so on. It's now valued in millions and millions of dollars. The Renaissance era is valued in billions of dollars. Yes? It's also a business, you could say. Beautiful things, things valuable for health, are also very valued. There are always bestsellers. That's where they invest money in this beauty. And this beauty is already close to divinity. Look at the temples, how beautiful they are. The iconostasis. Deities in India, the walls of Indian temples were lined with precious stones, temple walls. We have seen their hollows, that is. These stones have already been taken out. Well, because they were looting, ruining these things. And in general, the temples were lined with inlaid precious stones, marble floors with sapphires. I don't know, something else. There are these palaces that amplified the sunlight, and the inside of the room was brighter than the outside. Imagine that. And that light would play. There were miracles where the marble floor looked like water and the water looked like the floor. Palaces of illusion were created. It was all very, very rich stuff. And it all spoke to people about other dimensions, the senses, the perception of beauty. I mean, all the way up to divinity. Because wealth is like an attribute of God. If you see some dazzling wealth, you immediately think it's divine. Immediately, you will simply respect this person who has such wealth, yes. And if he is also generous, if he is also intelligent and scholarly, my God, God is standing in front of you.